So here it says Bryson collects data on the depth of the river at various points and the velocity of the river at those points. So if you look at one of these, it's telling us like this point right here is the depth is like 1 and the velocity of the river is like 1.8. And then he looked over here at the depth of 6, the velocity is 1.2. So he collected all those pieces of data and he plotted them on our scatter plot. And it's telling us the correlation coefficient is negative 0.9382. So these are scatter plots. What you can do with scatter plots is come up with a line of best fit. And if you use a graphing calculator to do that, it's going to tell you a correlation coefficient. So what that correlation coefficient is telling you is how closely that line of best fit, like if I draw one here or here, how closely, I don't know if there is even a line of best fit for these, but how closely all of those points are to that line. So if they're really, really close to that line, then that is going to have a correlation coefficient that's either really close to 1 or really close to -1. So the closer to that line, the better. You can use then that line of best fit to make predictions. So this 0.9382 or negative 0.9382 is pretty close to -1, right? So that is a pretty strong correlation coefficient. So which of these have points that are pretty close to that line of best fit? You see how A does and C does? Those dots are pretty close to the line of best fit that I drew. The other thing that helps you to figure this out is that it says it is negative. So that means the slope is going to be negative. And if it's negative, that means it's going down. So from left to right, it's going down. So our answer is this one. It is negative slope, and the points are really close to that line of best fit.